Paul, what was your role in the dressing room during the Ronnie Moore era team, and what was Mark Robbins's role?
Oh, what a good question. Well done. You see, that's why you're my second favourite. I think my role was to be not like you get actually given a role, you just naturally end up in one, don't you? So my role really was to be part of the comedic team, I think is probably the nicest way to put it. But also drive standards in training and away from training. So I was always, if I didn't think training was good enough, would say, and always do fitness clubs with local lads and that to keep us really fit on and off season. And really to do as I was told, I think is probably the nicest way to put it. But I was just a really good pro. I would love to have me in the dressing room because I would just do whatever was asked of me, but then I was limited on talent. Robbo's role was different. Robbo was quite in front of the management team. I think he was quiet and quite reserved. He wasn't, like super confident, like this Man United player who famously saved Alex Ferguson's job, which he never gets bored of talking about. Only joking. But he wasn't like an uber confident player who would demand certain things off lads. He wasn't like that. He was just a really good goal getter for us. And, you know, he'd say to us, like, try and get me the ball around the box and I'll get something. So his role was more of an experienced head, possibly, whereas mine was more of a non-league, hearty performer with an element of Ricky Gervais.
How much has football changed, do you think, in 20 years?
The game's changed quite a lot. The personalities have changed quite a lot. The ability to take feedback, stroke criticism has definitely changed quite a lot. I think fouls and that has changed out of this world. Like now, any contact in the box seems to be a penalty, which is really sad. So that's definitely changed. I think because of the inclusion of more technical players from abroad, the whole it's nearly frowned upon now if you take the ball above knee high, which I find a bit strange, but definitely top level. So that's changed. I think the lads are definitely more athletic now. Definitely, they're quicker, stronger. So they're definitely more athletic. I think the coaching has changed. I think that coaches and qualifications have improved in a way that, although there is still some element of old schoolness, which there is in all professional sport, quite obviously, but there is more of an element of, with technology, how you can improve people and how you can show them their clips and how you can, you know, get them to come and stand up in front of a 10-foot screen and interact with it and show the rest of the lads where they're going wrong and right. So all them things have definitely changed. I think, I think the characters in the dressing room have definitely changed. I don't know why that is. I don't really have a reason why millennials are definitely a lot quieter. But for example, the Queen's Park Rangers game a couple of weeks ago, I came in at half time very unhappy, and I came in at the final whistle very unhappy. However, I didn't walk into one word by any player of my team, which I find unbelievable. Whereas when we played, if we were playing at a level where we knew the manager wouldn't be happy, I'm not saying there would be, you know, rare-ups, but there would be heated discussions in the dressing room going, look, this ain't good enough. The gaffer's going to be in a minute and he's going to ask us this. Look, we need to stick together, agree with him, but we need to be better. And I just don't think there was as much as that now as there once was. And also, I think because of social media, players look for a lot of external love away from their coaching staff for gratification. So it's not unusual to walk down the bus after a game and see virtually everybody on some social media platform looking to see if Jim from Portsmouth said they played well today or not, which I find very odd. But in the same way, the interaction with fans is a good thing, but it can be a negative force. If you had someone who kept following you on Twitter telling you you're a bad reporter, it would start affecting your confidence. I mean, I know you've got loads of them, mate, but you're mentally strong, but some of the players aren't. So there's loads of different elements. And I just think that football as a whole, I think, has improved, but it's just different. That's probably the nicest way to put it. It's just different. And obviously, I think it's really imperative now that without fans, it doesn't seem as good. That's the truth. The games I've watched this week in the Championship, I think, have been poor, is the nicest way to put it. Now, whether if fans were there, it would make it better or feel better or look better, I don't know. If I now went and watched Les Miserables with my missus, which I absolutely buzz off, if I went to a theatre in London, it was just me and her sitting there, would it be the same experience as me and her COVID happy times, obviously, with 300, 400 other people? I think the atmosphere is driven by people being at the game that might raise standards, but might make it feel better than what it is. So I just think fans are more important than ever. And I think it's been a good learning curve for players, because players, managers, coaches often say, oh, what about the fans? They're on our back again and all that. But now they're not there at all. I think collectively, the football community miss it.